Hey, this is Jason from Art City Sound and Tiny Boats. All I've got to say is, holy crap, 50 episodes with talking about noise? You guys rock.
Welcome to episode number 50.
Number 50
of the Talking About Noise
Welcome to Talking About Noise
podcast.
I am one of your hosts, Eric Hansen.
I am the other host, Art Moore.
And together we are both your hosts. It
was such a great intro.
It was.
Who knows what you're talking about
I wanted
now.
to go like back to, remember when I made that funny joke about the Noise Boys?
Yes.
On episode 1.
On episode 1.
And we should spell it with a Z.
Oh.
Noise Boys!
So sad.
And then we should wear like the Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch underwear.
What? Why do we have to specify what kind of underwear we're wearing?
Because that's what the Noise Boys wear.
This is so weird.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's totally
Come
weird.
on.
No.
Come on.
No.
I still have that poster of Mark Wahlberg.
You still have a poster of Mark Wahlberg
It's on my
from the
ceiling.
90s?
It's on my ceiling.
Oh, I don't believe you at all.
I stare at it.
It's impossible to believe you about this kind of stuff.
Art, we didn't do one last week, but we're doing it this week.
I lost my voice last week.
Big number 50.
I know. We have made it to 50 whole episodes,
Right.
which is a huge accomplishment for anyone, seeing how most podcasts don't make it past episode number 5.
Nah, for real?
For real.
Is that like an actual art statistic or a real statistic?
That's a real art statistic.
Wow.
As in, it's probably wrong.
95% of all podcasts fail at episode number 5. 92% fail at episode number 6.
Yeah, sure.
And 96% of all podcast statistics are made up on the spot. There we go.
It's like in How You Met Your Mother. He says, did you know that whenever you make up a statistic, you always use the number 86?
That's awesome.
That's totally me.
So, I am a Machina user. I'm broadcasting to the world. So I actually got Machina.
Nice.
Now, here's the deal. Native Instruments is a German company, right? The name of the pad system and the software is called Machina. But we English speakers call it Machine. I am here to correct this mistake, my non-German speakers.
So I would really like to see us, go on YouTube and see what the developers call it.
They call it Machina.
They do call it Machina.
Yeah. So if you go to Native Instruments, go to the website and watch their tutorial videos. It is a guy with a German accent. That's the best I can do. For some reason, I always delve into like a French accent, even though I don't speak French. They all call it Machina, but then you go to like these UK tutorials, guys from the UK, guys from America, especially the ones I subscribe to, like ADSR. They always call it Machine. Sometimes they'll sneak out a Machina, but anyway, it's Machina.
Very interesting.
Okay. The coolest. I have to say, one of the best engineered pieces of hardware combined with software I've ever dealt with.
Really? So you're a fan.
Very much so. So I'm still struggling. It's like learning a new instrument, right?
Okay.
There's so much to learn and so much that you can do with this. So it comes with Machina, which is it's a hardware package, has 16 pads, right? It has 2 little screens. It has 6 rotator knobs.
Kind of control interface type things.
Yeah, a ton of control interface, buttons everywhere, right? And it combines with this Machina software, which kind of looks like kind of like a DAW, but not really.
Is it more like a step sequencer?
Yeah, it's that's what it is. It's a step
Cool.
sequencer mixed with DAW components.
Okay.
And it is phenomenal. Like, they have thought of almost everything. You can run it standalone. You can run it as a plug-in. And it connects seamlessly. Now it comes with Native Instruments Massive, which I started playing around with that. That's the biggest, most complex synthesizer I've ever worked with. I've ever seen.
Yeah.
There's so much to do on that thing. My mind explodes when I touch it.
I actually spent all week, I was sick and barely like kind of functional. So I figured the best thing to do was to start to learn how to produce EDM. Dubstep. So I was taking a look at a bunch of synthesizers, and holy smokes, that's a level of understanding I'm just not on yet.
Massive. So, and it's very clear to me, like the real drum pad people, like Machina is their go-to.
That's what they're doing.
Place. That's where they go. And just so I'm taking tutorial videos left and right. I'm trying to figure it out as fast as I can. Just watching some of these guys operate.
So the other drum pad you were using was the Akai.
Yeah.
Drum pad.
So the problem with that, right, is you plug it in and you have to find like some type of driver for it. And then it comes with this software that's not user friendly in the slightest.
Okay.
And you have to program each pad manually.
Oh, so it really is just a MIDI controller
that's all it is.
Has to be programmed.
And it has to be programmed for every single thing that you use. If you're going to try one program, you have to reprogram it for another program. And they kind of set it up so you could like do different groups, but the groups really don't work.
Oh man.
Like it's a complete disaster.
Like a
but Machina, it's like, oh, I want to swap out this snare with this, boom, 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 you're done.
Cool.
Right? Oh, I want to add some reverb to this, done. Right?
Nice. I like that.
And it is so slick.
That is cool.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, I'm taking lessons from I'll call him a professional. His name's Jeremy Ellis.
Okay.
He has this video series.
Cool.
And he teaches you how to...
Did you purchase it, or is it just online on YouTube?
Yeah, so they're all online.
Cool.
Most of them are on YouTube, and he just kind of teaches you, basics of where to place your fingers, where to put your pads.
Nice.
How to set up your groups. It's awesome. So I've been working with it, working on some songs, and it's fun so far.
Sweet.
So far, 3 thumbs up.
Three thumbs up.
3.
Very cool. Well, I'm excited you got it. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
So that's all I got for the week. Do you want to news?
Let's go to news.
Yo, it's Jonas Newsom. Sending a special shout out to my boys at the
Talking about noise podcast. These guys are been talking about noise. They're talking about noise, boys. Every day for 50 years. 50 years. Yeah, it's the 50th anniversary. Oh, yeah.
No one thought it was possible. That's how they proved science was wrong. Dead wrong.
Rock and roll, yeah, poison.
What is that?
It's just general rock talk from my guys Eric and Art. Congratulations, dudes, on your 50th week in a row at number 1.
Welcome to this special edition, 50th episode special edition of the news.
Yes.
The only thing special about it is that we say 50th episode special edition.
Oh, no, I got some good stuff for you, Art.
You got some good stuff?
I do.
Well, let me go first. I only have one little piece.
Okay.
And ever since I took that songwriting workshop with Richard Parkinson, this has like really just come.
That was 3 weeks ago now, right?
Has it been 3 weeks?
I think so.
I think it's been 2 weeks.
4, maybe?
You have no idea. But I've been noticing like there's a big thing online now, a push for musicians to sign a petition to have Apple Music put all of the credits for a song, producers, writers, songwriters, everything, in with each track, so that everyone gets equal amount of credit.
I like it.
So,
although it's weird that it took Apple Music to get to this point.
I'm not sure.
Does Spotify? You subscribe to Google Play.
I do Google Play.
Do they do that?
I don't think they do. But I also find Google Play extremely frustrating.
Cancel.
I can't really find what I want on Google Play. I don't know.
Right.
I mean, I can make playlists, but they don't come up very well. And then every time I bring it up, they say, it's Monday afternoon. Play music for...
I know.
And then they've got these big icons for stuff that I would never want. And I can't disable it and stuff. And
it's very annoying. I uploaded a bunch of vocal exercise things to Google Play. So that way I could just listen to it on my headphones and like sing along and do vocal exercises. Each time it comes up and it's like, on a Tuesday, would you like music for refreshing grass sounds? Would you like flowery happy sounds?
Yeah, nobody wants that.
And I'm just like, leave me alone. I want my playlist.
Why can't you give me the one thing that I want, which is the thing that I've already determined that I wanted and put it
But
here?
I don't have the subscription, so I don't know what it's like for the streaming.
Yeah, I don't know.
Apparently it sounds horrible.
I'm here with, I'm looking at Bombs Away by Shepherd, which is one of my all-time favorite songs right now. I guess the album is called Bombs Away. The song is called Geronimo. And I'm looking at it, and I'm not seeing any sort of credits. They do have, the Wikipedia,
which is
thing.
great.
But no, I guess you know what? The Wikipedia
Oh, yeah.
has it there.
Yeah,
the album was
Wikipedia
produced,
has
mixed,
it.
and mastered by Stuart Stewart at Analog Heart Studios, Brisbane. Its single was that, and then it also tells you who wrote it as well. Let's see. All the songs on the album were written by Shepherd members George Shepherd, Amy Shepherd, and Jay.
Yeah, but
Movino.
it runs to a Wikipedia page. It should just be there. That should be a thing that's just there on the track. Sorry, Google. You lose.
Okay, I'm seeing that.
Because that's what they're petitioning for, right? That's what they're saying is Apple Music should have this so everyone gets paid, right?
Yeah.
And Google doesn't do it either. I bet you Spotify doesn't even do it.
I bet you're right. I bet Spotify doesn't even do it.
But it took the big mover and shaker Apple to finally get people.
Yeah. Well, and where's Tidal in all this? I mean, what's Tidal up to? I haven't really seen news about Tidal, and
I don't know.
I'm assuming they haven't given up yet. Let's just say that.
Oh, of course not. They probably have like 1 million subscribers. I bet you anything.
Maybe that's my new. Maybe that's what I'll subscribe to. I'll get rid of Google Play and try Tidal out and see, from a technical standpoint, how it stands up, how good it is.
So you realize, in the future, everything's going to get bought out, and everything will just be one big conglomerate. It'll be like, welcome to Taco Bell streaming service. Have a taco with your streaming service.
I feel like that's weird. But
we're totally going there.
But maybe that's a thing.
For some reason, I felt the need to watch Idiocracy this past weekend. You've seen that, right?
I haven't seen Idiocracy.
Where,
is that with Luke Wilson?
Yeah, the most average person gets cryo-frozen in a pod and comes out 500 years, and he becomes the smartest person on the planet because the humans become so dumb.
That's pretty awesome.
And it's like everything is sponsored by Carl's Jr. It's like fly the Carl's Jr. Airlines.
Well, isn't that Judge Dredd with
yes?
What's his name? Where it's like, well, since the fast food the restaurant wars,
yes.
Taco Bell's the only restaurant after the restaurant wars.
Oh, that movie was so bad. Anyway,
did you see the new Judge Dredd? That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
I'm starting to think. No, what you're referencing was not Judge Dredd, but it was Sylvester Stallone with Wesley Snipes and Sandra Bullock in the future. Wasn't Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
It was something else.
It wasn't?
No. It wasn't.
Sure?
Yes, I'm positive.
I feel like it's Judge Dredd.
Okay, Art, I've got a great news snippet while you look that up.
Yeah.
Okay. Do 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 do. Do you know what that's for?
Yes.
It's
the
for Kanye Watch. Kanye Watch 2015!
For the 50th episode, we have a fantastic Kanye Watch.
And this is actually epic.
Let's do it.
Okay. So you had referenced earlier in a podcast that Kanye was going to be performing the Glastonbury Festival, right?
Yes. Why are you saying it like that?
That's because how you say it. Glastonbury. Gotta say it with your Scottish accent. My haggis.
All right.
Und my Glastonbury. So he was pouring that. A bunch of people petitioned so he wouldn't perform. Yada, yada, yada. Right? So he goes out on stage. And this is all on YouTube, by the way.
Yay.
You can actually watch this. And it's horrific. He performs what would be considered a cover of Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah. But all it is he pushes play and plays Bohemian Rhapsody and attempts to sing along at certain points. And he starts out, realizes he's so off key, he actually stops at certain points.
What?
Yeah.
So he just played Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody.
The first half of it. He just played it.
And just
tried to sing along at certain points.
Probably the MP3, which
and
is
it was
also
like, Mama.
Horrendous.
And then he stops.
Oh man.
Oh.
This guy, he doesn't stop giving us.
Okay, right? And that was
I love this.
So he goes out there, lights are glimmering, he's on there, And that's when he busts into a set, okay? So on one of his songs, which is called Black Skinhead, he's
Okay.
apparently you don't know Kanye that well.
No, I don't.
That's one of his most popular songs.
Okay, cool.
So he's out there rapping, just jumping all over. It's just him, right? At this point, it's basically karaoke, right? He's got he's got the track playing, and he's just jumping around rapping. This comedian jumps out on stage and starts to pretend to rap with him.
Nice.
His name was Lee Nilsson. He just jumps out and starts making these Kanye movements, starts pretending to rap. Kanye looks around, asks for security. They escort him off, and he goes, "Well, that was stupid. Restart the song." They restart the song and do it again.
What?
I know. Like, boy, he may have some good stage presence, but man, he's an idiot.
Man, so, and I've never been to a rap concert, mainly because I am so white.
They have full instrumentalists behind them.
That was my question.
Yes,
is like,
they do.
Don't they have guys
When
on
Eminem
synthesizers
performed-
actually playing?
No, when
this
Eminem
stuff?
performs, there's a drummer in the back. There's actual people playing.
It's not just pre-recorded.
No.
So
When he was performing-
singing along with pre-recorded music makes me feel like, the little debutante girls who are singing for the county fair. Like they play the track.
Yeah, that's
and
what he is.
The track is too loud for the vocals, and nobody knows what's going on. And
Yeah. But anyway, there are people that love Kanye. So the comments on YouTube were like, "Oh, I love that he played Queen. Good for him."
Good for him.
And you're like, he was off key the entire time. Well, whatever. It's not my job.
Why are you going to cover an iconic rock song that's out of your genre, like completely?
Well, and I'm not even.
And then not cover it. Right?
Yeah.
Like actually play the actual song and just sing along with it.
Yeah.
Like, what is this, karaoke night?
Exactly.
With non-finished karaoke tracks. Like he didn't even get the karaoke version of the track.
I know. Oh, it's so funny. Anyway, Epic Failure is fun to watch. Yeah. I don't know why, but it's fun to watch people tank hard.
Yeah, definitely.
People still loved his set, though. They cheered.
Yeah. Okay.
So I've realized there's a critical mass in celebrityism. Once you hit that critical mass, you can do no wrong.
Or even if the wrong that you do, like it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's not going to make a big deal.
The only thing that destroys that critical mass is time, because as people get older, they begin to lose interest. And Tom Cruise is an example of this. Like when he jumped on the couch.
Yeah,
there was a time when Tom Cruise could
totally
do no wrong.
Scientology crazy.
Yeah, he could have gone and killed a dog and be like, "Look at me killing a dog," and everyone would be like, "Oh, how cute! We love Tom Cruise."
Okay, I don't think.
But the jumping on the couch did him in.
Yeah,
that's when they were like,
"Well,
oh,
no, it's mainly because
he's
just excited to like."
He was just cuckoo crazy,
like Katie Holmes. Right?
So I think Kanye is in the critical mass stage. It's like he can do no wrong in the eyes of his fans. Once his fans get older and a new generation comes along, goodbye, critical mass.
I don't know. I think he'll always be annoying us.
I know, and we'll always have something to talk about.
I think he'll be annoying us from the grave,
That would be awesome.
And Kanye News, 2075.
I know, 2050!
So at Kanye's graveside.
Anyway, that's all I got news.
All right, man. That sounds awesome. Well, we're so excited for the 50th episode. I personally I'm just jammed for this. This is awesome. We are so thankful for you listeners listening to us and spending an hour out of your week every week, with us and hanging out with us. And we just hope that this is a good experience for you. If you're having a good time, and you should be, because we just had the Kanye watch, head on over to iTunes or Stitcher and leave us a review. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Awesome.
Hey, this is Jesse from Tiny Boats. Just want to say congratulations to Art and Eric on reaching your 50th episode. Good job, guys, and thanks for having us on. We had a great time.
Okay, so I have a brand new favorite of the month. So,
this isn't a pick of the week. This is a favorite of the month.
I know, right? So it's going to be my pick of the week too. But anyway, I was obsessed with Alt J for a while. Decided to give something else a try. So
what?
I know, right?
converted all of the Cult of Noise over to Alt J.
Yeah.
We're all listening to it
Well,
now.
it's time to listen to AWOLNATION.
Wait, that was another one that you got it converted over to.
Okay.
I've been listening to them too.
So the latest album that he's got, oh man, it is so good. So good. To the point that there's only one song I don't really care for on the entire album.
That's pretty good.
There's some...
You're like super critical, so that means something.
I know. Yeah, it does. It gets a little redundant after a while. Like, you have some listener fatigue by track, I don't know, 10.
Yeah, that's what I experienced. With this
But that's
album, too.
normal
Yeah.
in most albums. So if you take a little break and come back to it. But anyway, I find this album is fantastic. So anyway, I wanted to break apart the song called Hollow Moon, Bad Wolf.
All right.
This is the one that's on the radio. So before we go into the first clip, the very first time I heard this song, I actually thought it was a cover of Pat Benatar. And in the next clip, I'm going to show you why.
Oh, okay. So
Dun, dun, dun.
clip number one?
Clip number one.
Here we go.
Many times I tried to tell you, many times.
Whoa.
Yeah, so there's...
So the first one was Pat Benatar?
First one was the Pat Benatar, her song We Belong.
Right.
And the second one was
Cool.
the beginning of AWOLNATION. So at first I was like, oh, he totally EDM'd Pat Benatar.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting. And then all of a sudden it changes.
How on earth did you, I am impressed just that you knew Pat Benatar's work well enough to, connect those two.
I have no idea.
That's really impressive because in my whole life I've listened to one Pat Benatar album, and that was on a road trip with my wife, and she said, "You're gonna love this." I did not love
You didn't love it?
I think she's good.
You have to be in a good mood for
But
Pat Benatar.
I was not. Yeah, it was fine,
Interesting.
but it wasn't my favorite. I wasn't like, oh man, this is amazing.
Art, I consider it my job to know the music.
Yes, you do. You're much better at that than I am.
So
My ignorance gets displayed more and more every week.
so it made me laugh at first. So anyway, let's go over the format of the song. Okay. So what we just heard was actually an intro, right? But what it really was the chorus without vocals. Okay. It was the instrumental version of the chorus.
Okay.
So you're going to hear that on the chorus when we break down the chorus. Okay. So the way this works is you start out with the intro, which is the chorus. You go verse, chorus, and then you go verse 2, which is not all that different from verse 1. Then you go chorus 2, there's a bridge, verse 3 repeated, then chorus, the last chorus, and then the chorus repeated again. So, fairly straightforward,
Yeah.
but I really like some of the stuff he does here, especially some changes up. Going into verses and chorus and stuff like that. Okay, so we're going to listen to clip 2. Now, the thing about this, what makes the verse interesting is the bass, the sub bass, the strong rhythm, and the cool vocal delay trailing. Okay, it's such a unique rhythm. You don't expect this coming after the kind of chorus or the intro that came.
All right.
Go clip 2, baby. It's really funny now because I listen to this and I'm like, oh, in Machina, I think I could build that beat. I think I know how to do that now. Anyway, I'm getting cocky.
Yeah, seriously. I've been building beats all week and being frustrated by how terrible or how much work it takes to get to that point. I'm trying to learn how to do the whoop, 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 whoop thing in dubstep as well.
Yeah, it's hard.
And it's just like,
In Massive, I realize it's really easy, but
yeah,
and by easy, I mean very difficult after you learn how to use Massive after like 50 plus hours of training. Anyway,
maybe that's what I need to shoot my goal for.
Yes,
go for it.
Okay, so the thing you'll notice is the first part of the verse, right? It's just plain melody, and then he adds a harmonic layer on top. Mm-hmm. He sings harmonies. Other than that, the rhythm itself carries the song. It's just so unique and very cool. You're like, oh man, this is awesome. Okay, going into the chorus. The chorus is the exact same instrumental as what was in the intro. We're just going to have vocals on top of it. Thing that I like is the dynamic change, right? You've got a syncopated, very heavy rhythm, and then you go into this. Here we go. Okay, we talked about lyrics and vocal hooks, right? So this chorus is nothing but a lyrical hook. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a deal. I keep doing that. Like, I'll run it through my head over and over again to the point where I drive myself crazy. I'm going to make a bill. I'm gonna make it.
Nice.
But anyway, I'm going to make a deal with the bad wolf so the bad wolf don't bite no more, right?
Yeah.
So I like it because it's ambiguous enough that you could apply that to anything. I like the metaphorical nature of it. It works really well, and you say it over and over again. It's very catchy.
Cool.
Brilliant for a chorus. Brilliant.
Good.
I also like the delayed trailing effect on the vocals. Mm-hmm. Very, very cool. And just
I think like sometimes like I mix a lot of rock. And every once in a while, I'm just like, man, you know what? I really want like stadium style reverb and delay on this stuff,
right?
And I'll have a client come in and they'll be like, so the guitar solo sounds good, but it sounds very 80s. Like that's the best time that music was. I mean, come on, this is guitar solo. This is what you do for guitar solos.
Art,
it's really washy.
You need this. Listen to this song. This is the future.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay. Moving on. So the end of the chorus going into verse 2, I think is really good idea as far as songwriting goes. What I call it, I don't know if it's maybe like a refrain or just like an weird intro. I don't know. Anyway, let's listen to it. Tell me what you think.
Okay, here it is.
You're all still here.
So he just ends it with, you're all still here, and then you hear this weird trailing effect. Awesome, right?
Nice.
And it's so random, leads right into the verse. It's perfect.
Cool.
So cool. So I kind of like the idea. Just strip out some stuff, say something really weird, and jump right into the verse.
What's the meaning of cheese?
It also feels like I get the vibe from the whole album that he's a fellow introvert. And it's like, you're all still here. Like, ugh. Why are you all still here? Get out of my life. Ah. Anyway. Okay, so verse 2, no real difference. Okay, it's pretty much the same thing. Mm-hmm. But it's okay because it's so unique, it carries itself. He does the exact same thing. You have a melody, include the harmony on the second part of the verse. That's it.
Cool.
Right? Then we jump into what I consider a very cool vocal transition going from the verse into what would be the second chorus.
All right, here
Let's
it is.
do it. So that's
very nice. I like that, yeah.
He's singing, I think there's 3 harmonies there, 2 or 3, singing along with himself.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
And it's a good lyrical thing just to break it up and then jump right into the chorus.
Oh, I think it's interesting. Like, this stuff is not easy to do to put together.
No, not at all. Just like breaking down the song, you're like, man, all of these little bits and pieces really add up. It's the small things that really add up to a great track. You know?
Yeah. And it takes time and effort to
it takes forever to add that stuff.
to really like put that stuff together. But then like, you know, I get to the point so many times in my own production where I'm like, okay, that's great, and I don't want to move stuff. And adding in a couple measures like for that kind of thing, that for a pre-chorus, that's cool, you know. And that's the kind of stuff that you like in a band rehearsal. Like we used to do that kind of stuff all the time. Oh, guys, this would be so cool. Let's do this.
Yeah,
and everyone's like, yeah, let's do it, because it was easy to do.
Yeah.
And when you're doing your own production, you have to allow yourself to do that same thing. We're like, oh, guys, this would be so cool. Let's do this.
Let's try this.
Okay.
But that means I have to cut and paste and move this over here, and then oh crap, I lost the tempo. Yep, I know exactly what you mean. So that's a very cool transition. Really good idea. Just an idea of like, hey, if the verse going into a chorus kind of sounds a little dry, try some weird melodic thing, throw it in there, and see if it fits.
Yeah.
You know, just experiment, like
That's a great
pure
idea.
experimentation. And it makes it fun. Okay, so the next clip, we're just going to examine the bridge. The thing I like about the bridge is it's the use of dynamics.
Are we on clip 5 or clip 6?
We're on clip 6.
Okay.
So, are you going? Go.
The up below is above my feet when the clock is laughing at me. When copycats and the lazy brats are the last thing I want to see. No. My enemy is a friend of mine in a friendly place to be seen.
Okay, so what I mean by dynamics is the verse, very loud, very bass heavy, right? Chorus is more of a rock driving type thing. You've got a standard beat, and then all of a sudden you take everything out on the bridge, right? Now all you have is a guitar. You have some crowd noise in the background of all things, right? And then you have him singing the thing, and you just bring in the drums for little snippets, and that's it.
Yeah.
Right? Adds really cool dynamics, right? Brings the overall level down so that you can build up to the chorus again.
What do we call this? Like the breakdown? Like
the breakdown.
Break it down. And then you have like the very basic elements down low, or is it just like...
I don't think this would be considered like a jazz or a funk breakdown, because that's when the solo occurs.
No, you know what I'm saying though, like when like things get very sparse.
Yeah, we could call it that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So the taxonomy of musical terms within songwriting is not fully fleshed out. Let's fully be honest here.
I think it is fully fleshed out. After talking to Rich Parkinson, I feel like there's definitely a very well fleshed out version that nobody knows.
Yeah, maybe that's
and we're
it.
all using stuff wrong. Is
There
how
we go.
I feel
There we
like
go.
it's that's happening. So.
Maybe I need to learn all the correct way to say things.
Yeah, I don't think it matters that much.
And then I'll just botch it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like people botch machine in, machine out. I mean, curse you, British.
Yeah.
So, to end the song, basically what he does is he plays the third verse with no vocals whatsoever. It's a gutsy move for a song.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Right? But the rhythm is so interesting, it still carries it.
So it's just the rhythm, no vocals.
Yeah,
nothing
no
takes
vocals.
over
Nothing
the
takes
vocal
over. Yeah,
spot,
it's
no
just
synth solo
the
or
verse.
anything. Okay.
No solos, nothing. Right? And then he does the verse again, sings it. Then he does the chorus 2 times to end the song.
All right, here we go.
So, no, that's it. That's
you don't have a
don't need a clip for that. Right?
Yeah. Go listen to the song.
Same stuff we've
AWOLNATION.
already listened to. So this is my pick of the week. Go buy. If you have a streaming service, they're all on the streaming service. So go download his album. I mean, I'm doing the Amazon Music Prime.
Yep.
And it was there. So
cool.
If you can buy it, then buy it. But man, I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's a good album. I enjoy it too.
And that is the songwriting segment of the week. Articus to war. To war! I tell you.
Sounds great.
You have no idea what to say to that.
I have no idea, but I generally don't know how to communicate with you very well. So,
yeah, nobody does. I don't even know how to communicate with
Yeah, I figured it's probably not my fault. You're going to hear them now. Some of our favorite moments from the show from the last 50 episodes.
50 years.
50 episodes.
50 years of music.
50 episodes.
I mean,
of this show.
episodes.
My name's Art. Apparently, we're the Noise Boys. We're working on that name.
Boys.
I don't know if we're going to keep it or not. But this is our first podcast. We're really excited about this. We decided to start talking about all those things that we just can't stop talking about. That's right.
The noise.
Noise.
No editing.
Uncut.
Actually,
Welcome.
I think at this point we should make it a goal not to edit anything out of the podcast. I think we should go for live production. Like, this is it.
Oh, nothing gets edited out of the podcast. Like, literally, I don't edit anything out.
Awesome.
So,
See, that's great.
Yeah. No, as it comes out, that's how it is. And we always talk about editing, and then I never edit anything out.
Yeah, well, who has the time for that?
Well, I actually go through and edit the podcast, make sure everything lines up, but, whatever.
To all of our fans in Germany, they will love that.
Yeah.
All of our fans in Japan will not.
Well,
Hi.
Gentry, do you speak Japanese?
Knee.
Moshi Moshi.
Skosh.
So
my goodness.
I created a fake band
Oh.
on Twitter. And right now we are in LA recording our album.
Great.
Yeah.
Good job.
And I post pictures of all of our fans. Like, I got this great picture of people waiting to see the cast of Twilight. And I said, here are all of our fans. Like, I posted the picture and I was like, here's all the fans waiting for us at the airport when we arrived in LA. I hope to be that obnoxious. So I'm going to post pictures of us working in the studio this week.
that's so funny. Never mind. Coleslaw just in general is funny, but that's neither here nor there.
So,
How about you, Eric? What are you working on?
So I got a brand new song I'm working on, but I need some acoustic guitar. Sucks. It's
Did you say
horrible.
acoustic guitar?
Acoustic.
Nice.
So,
oh no, the new Apple product.
how funny would that be? They come out with like their own acoustic. It's the
acoustic guitar.
Welcome everybody to segment number 2, discussion with the guest.
This is segment number 1.
I mean,
Feels
welcome
like
everybody to segment number 1.
We're terrible podcasters.
No, we're not.
I think I'm on mic 2, and that's where I got confused.
Oh, that's a bummer. See, I actually bought us matching pendants out of rubies, and it says BFFs forever. Of course, that was a little redundant, BFF forever. But anyway.
Hey, that's totally fine. Take your redundant jewelry, put it back in the box, and hold on to it for our 40th episode, because rubies are, in fact, the gift for the 40th episode.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Or 40 years of marriage.
Eugh. Ooh.
I think when you get to that point, it doesn't feel as bad as it does now.
Yeah, no.
Like 40 years, and it's not 40 years of marriage. It's being alive for the point where you have been married for 40 years. That feels like an old age. I don't want to be that age.
Well, at that point, you're like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I am where I am.
But now we don't want to even think about that. Now we just want to be young and forever young.
No, by that time, I am implanting myself with cyborg chips, and I will have a fully robotic body with a human brain.
I completely believe that will be true.
Or the human species will be wiped out by then. Either one.
Either way, however it works out.
I'll be a Terminator. I'll be cool.
Yeah, being a Terminator, that's a life goal for me as well. I want to be a Terminator. I want to terminate.
Oh, plot twist. And I'll have my moment of humanity when I accidentally listen to old episodes of the podcast, and I'll be like, I was once human, and I'll start to cry. And then that's when I terminate myself.
You'll be cataloging.
Yes.
You'll be one of the catalogers of old human relics.
Yes.
And you will listen to your own voice yet again.
And I will be
but more importantly, the voice of your co-host will be the thing that will turn you.
Exactly.
His wonderful antics, his analogies, all of the things that make him so amazing will be the thing that will cause your robotic body to tear one single tear.
And it will be you, Art.
I'm glad I can bring you back. The best, probably, April Fool's joke was that Pro Tools 11 has a secret key stroke on it that will open up Pro Tools HD.
What?
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Yeah, and they phrased it in such a way that, you know, it's a really hard key sequence and it sometimes doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to get it to work, so you have to keep trying. So it's not like something you would try as it came up and you were like, "Oh, that didn't work." It was like, "Well, it's tricky." You know, so you got to do it and do it again and do it again. Yeah. As I said, April Fool's is just the worst. And we're both using new mics.
Right. So I'm using the Procaster.
That's right, the Rode Procaster.
The Rode Procaster.
Procrastinator. The Rode Procrastinator has so much latency. You'll start it now, but it'll never reach your DAW.
Production jokes.
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. All right. How do you say...
Isn't abscond typically a word you use with an affair? I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying.
That's probably true. Yeah. But I think the room was fully cooperative. Like, I don't think the room, like...
Yes.
You know, anyways. That's great. That's very cool.
Anyway, moving on up, Art.
All right. Well, I think we're ready to move on.
Move on.
Yeah.
Listening to Talking About Noise has changed my life. My teeth are whiter, my bank account balance is bigger, and I have more me time. Eric is brilliant and funny, but Art, his voice is full of money. Congratulations on your 50th episode. It's been amazing to watch you go from musicians to meatheads, and to hear you go from the noise boys to mature, sophisticated men.
We're just so grateful to be able to do this show, and we're thankful for our listeners, and we're thankful for our wives for letting us do it, and our parents for just, you know,
having us. Oh, at the same time.
I jinx you, but then the show would be over.
Coke. Don't you get a Coke or something?
I have no idea how it works.
No, you want me a Coke?
All I know is my kids jinx me all the time, and I still talk, and then they hit me, and they've got a whole system of...
Yeah, there's
things.
a whole ritual, a kid ritual behind it, and I lost it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like what was it? Holding your circle on your finger and having people look. I don't even remember.
Oh yeah, that little thing where you have the
don't
circle.
Look.
It's got to be below.
And
below
everyone
your
looks.
waist.
And you're like, that's so funny.
Yeah. Life is amazing.
Oh, the awkwardness! Like all this awkwardness just washes over me.
It just came right onto you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and move over to Picks of the Week. So your pick of the week, if I understand correctly, is AWOLNATION.
Yeah.
So I think that's a great one. I am going to throw in 2 picks of the week this week because I've been on YouTube and having a good time with it.
Cheater!
My first one is Spectre Media Group.
Oh.
Now,
well, that sounds cool. Okay, I'm cool. I'm okay with that.
This is a guy in his basement who has a recording studio, okay? And he records heavy metal music. That's all he does, okay? And he rants. That's basically what he does. He rants. Now, I got to warn you, he uses heavy metal language. So it is
heavy metal language.
It is very
we need
not
to make
safe
that a thing
for work or for kids. But his show is absolutely great. He makes fun of bassists all the time. Every time he made fun of a bass, I just kept thinking of all the bassists I know this is absolutely true. And, although, in our band, we had a couple of good ones. Dan and Clark, but we're both great.
Yeah, nice to dig yourself out of that hole there. Good job.
Well, Dan and Clark were both very good bassists, and they brought it equipment wise. And
Clark was good at taking his shirt off during shows.
Yes, but he was also good at playing the bass.
Oh wait, he played the bass? Since when?
Yeah, exactly.
In what show did he play the bass?
He actually played guitar too. We switched a couple of times.
No.
Yeah, we did the whole instrument switching thing. All right, now you're going to play the bass, and now you're going to play the guitar.
He just showed up.
Anyway, So that guy, the Spectre Media Group, just go listen to that. It's SMG on YouTube and watch some of his videos. They're fantastic. And then my other pick of the week is Ali Spagnola, and she just does covers on YouTube as well. And we'll put a link because that name is kind of tough a little bit. But
Sounds very Italian.
She records her own covers, and she has her electronic drum kit and her keyboard and her bass and mics, and she just does everything looping and all in the moment, and it all comes together. It's really interesting.
Cool.
So, yeah, those are my picks of the week.
Awesome. I can't wait to hear them.
Cool.
I'll go listen right now.
Yeah, nice. All right, well, catch us at talkingaboutnoise@gmail.com, or you can email us there. Catch the show at talkingaboutnoise@blogspot.com, and tweet us. I am at Artmore Studios. Eric, you are?
At I Am The Swoop.
Yeah.
Go to my website, theswooptheband.com.
Yeah, and we didn't even announce your new music video that's up there.
We'll talk about it later.
I know, but it's really good. It's your best one so far. It was enjoyable to watch and also to mix. I got to mix it again.
Oh.
So, yeah.
I'm going to cry.
Oh, my gosh.
50th anniversary cry.
Exactly.
All right, man.
All right.
I'll see you next episode.
See you next week.
Hey, Art and Eric. This is Zach Gotchberg for Meese and Company. I'm a new listener to the Talking About Noise show, but I wanted to send my congratulations for publishing your 50th podcast episode. Thanks for supporting local music.